Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your MC for the night, Mark Cordes.
Thank you very much. How's dinner? I know you're digging in. How about a big round of applause for the whole team here at the Renaissance, doing a great job on feeding you guys. We're going to start with the awards presentation, and let me explain how this is going to work. If your name is called out to be an awards recipient, make sure you enter the stage from this side. Come across, you'll be greeted in the middle of the stage, and then you'll go over that way. There's our photographer. Wave. The photographer there will take your photo with Rob Ball and his team over in front of the photo area. So Rob will join him over there. That's it. We're going to get everything started. To present our first award, please welcome to the stage the Area Director of Engineering for East 3. A big round of applause for Mr. Mike Brighton.
All right, good evening. Nobody touched my dinner. All right, our first award is for Guest Impact, and this property, their guest voice scores for 2014 were very impressive. They have a guest problem experience score of only 9.4. Their maintenance and upkeep score was 79.4, and their overall satisfaction was a 72.1. Not to mention a perfect 100% on their year-to-date on-time RPM scores. Congratulations to the Atlanta Airport Gateway Marriott for receiving the 2014 Guest Impact Award.
Please welcome our next presenter to the stage. He's the Vice President, Engineering and Facilities for CALA, Mr. Javier Leon.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here tonight to recognize with this award for the Guest Impact category in the CALA region, a hotel who was counted among the top 5 hotels for guest satisfaction in 2014. This hotel was in the top 5 for his brand, but the good thing it was for the entire company. It was not just for America, it was for the entire company. And besides that, they got 89.1 on maintenance and upkeeping. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome here J.W. Cusco en el Convento.
Please welcome our next presenter. He's the Area Director of Engineering, East 2, Mr. Jay McLeod.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to present the Guest Impact Award for East 2. I consulted with the GM of this hotel, and the GM said that he used the Notre Dame Fighting Irish slogan, "Play like a champion," to describe both the leader and the team at this hotel. This hotel hasn't had a redo since 2008. They fully utilize guestware to look at their problems and find solutions so they don't repeat themselves. Continues to reinvigorate the RPM team to make sure that they're doing things new and being excited about going into the rooms doing what they do every day. During last year, also replaced their entire shingled roof, having all that banging going on with all the customers, but still was able to achieve a 78.9 maintenance and upkeep, #1 in the East, and a 13.5 problem experience. Please help me congratulate the Meadowview Conference and Resort Center, Chris. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Please welcome to the stage the Area Director of Engineering, East 1, Mr. Bill Thomas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have the honor tonight of recognizing one of the hotels in East 1 for Guest Impact GSS. I too reached out to the GM for some talking points about this director. He said that this director has a mantra in the hotel of maintaining the hotel in like-new condition. He accomplishes this through his relationships with both housekeeping and the F&B department. He constantly is involved with operations to make sure things are taken care of. Had some outstanding scores for 2014, problem experience score of 10.4, and a maintenance and upkeep score of 85.9. I'd like you to help me recognize Grant Renfro and his team at the Arlington Capitol View.
Please welcome to the stage the Energy Team, Mr. Doug Rath and Marianne Balfe.
Good evening, engineering. It is our great pleasure tonight to announce the award for the property that is the Energy and Environmental Stewardship Leader and Winner for 2014. I'll start with the energy, and my esteemed partner will fill in. This property established a 4.4% reduction in energy, weather and occupancy normalized, has over 90% of the LED lighting retrofit, 100% occupancy stats, and runs one of the tightest central plants in the business.
This property reduced their water use 22% in 2014. They also had a very cool organics program they started a few years ago where the organics was converted to cattle feed. And now they're sending it to an anaerobic biodigester since that small company went out of business that was creating cattle feed.
So it's our pleasure to announce the Orlando World Center, and Jeff Plutz is our winner for 2014. Chris Mayer. Come on, man. Thank you for everything, brother. Thank you. Great. Let's go bring a little photo up. Thank you, everyone.
Please welcome back to the stage Mr. Mike Brighton.
All right, I'm going to give the award for engineering leadership. The recipient of the East 3 Engineering Leadership Award is an associate that's been with Marriott for over 25 years. In 2014, his property has been recognized as a water champ by his water district for their stellar water saving initiatives, and they are a green leader in TripAdvisor with a bronze rating. His property finished #1 in the Americas for all resorts and maintenance and upkeep, and he has been an integral in the planning and design of a 2-year, $200 million project that will impact every inch of his hotel. He is also a member of the Engineering Advisory Committee. And lastly, and one of the biggest attributes of a leader, he has looked toward the future of our company and has taken on not one, but 2 voyagers to develop into future leaders. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating the 2014 Engineering Leadership Award winner for East 3 from the Marco Island Marriott, Rich Lutz.
Please welcome back to the stage Mr. Javier Leon.
Here, I'm going to present the award for the Engineering Leadership category in the Cala region for this leader, which is recognized for outstanding leaderships during renovation of the hotel, doing special projects, and maintaining a balance in the scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lucio Cruz for Aruba Marriott.
Please welcome back to the stage the Energy team, Doug Rath and Marianne Balfe.
We'd like to announce the award winner for the Energy and Environmental Stewardship Award for Kayla. This property reduced their water consumption by 13% in 2014. They have 100% drought-tolerant or native landscaping. They also have recycling bins in all public areas and an organics program.
And on the energy side, with even a 2% increase in occupancy, they achieved a 3.2% reduction in energy. And the winner for 14 is?
Fernando Ronquillo and the Quito Marriott.
It is. There he is. Congratulations. We're very pleased to present you with this award.
Please welcome to the stage the Area Director of Engineering, Kayla, Mr. Alberto Lascelles.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to present the next Kayla Engineering Leadership Award to this 300-room hotel in the Caribbean that last year was able to increase the guest boys maintenance and upkeep for almost 10 points. It finished 24 in Get in the Box in the entire company. It saved 9% of water, obtained almost a perfect scorecard, and all of this while doing a renovation of all the public spaces in the hotel, including the ballroom, grand ballroom, the lobby, and everything else. And all of this without an assistant director of engineering, Mr. Steve Carey from Grand Cayman Marriott.
Please welcome back to the stage Mr. Javier Leon.
The following leader that we are going to recognize in the engineering leadership category, he did an outstanding leadership, especially on projects with low budgets. Another thing that is remarkable to recognize about him is his negotiation skills. Besides, he maintained also a good balanced scorecard for his property. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to recognize tonight Fernando Ronquillo, J.W. Marriott, Quito.
Please welcome back to the stage Mr. Jay McLeod.
Hello again. I'm back here to present the Leadership Award for East 2. I asked the general manager and some of the leadership committee of this hotel to give me some information, comments, or write some letters about this individual. I got so much back, I just can't even read any of it. So what I did is just pulled out some quotes of what I saw, and I just want to read a few of them to you. I got hospitality professional, caring, insightful, best in class, highest standards of excellence, charismatic, thoughtful, and the list goes on, but I thought that's just a nice summary of what I saw. This leader is sought out for his counsel and guidance by many folks, including myself. Great leader. Just a couple of stats. Energy, reduced energy by 3.9%. And then when you adjust it for occupancy and weather, it was 6.2%. This hotel transitioned in 2013 to Transcendent. They put in over 12,000 assets, and in 2014, got 1,000 points, number 7 in the company. I'd like to congratulate Monty Alsberg from the Gaylord Opryland.
Please welcome back to the stage Mr. Bill Thomas.
So I have the privilege of recognizing the engineering leader for East 1 this evening. This director dealt with quite a bit of diversity in 2014. Some of the notes that I have include being without domestic hot water for 50% of his guest rooms for close to 4 months. You can imagine what that would do. In addition, he had a building well-maintained score of 78.2, which is 19.2 points above the brand average with that type of adversity. He also had some life safety issues that he dealt with throughout the year. In fact, it took him from May until November to get through the life safety certification for this hotel. Sounds like a tough time. He also had close to 15,000 items open on a punch list when we opened the hotel. It's Derek Bronner who opened up our 4,000th hotel, the DC Marquis. Please congratulate Derek with me.
Please welcome back Mr. Mike Brighton.
I'm destined not to eat tonight. I'm just going back and forth. All right. It's my pleasure to present the 2014 Outstanding Leadership Award to an associate from the East 3 region. In 2014, this associate had a perfect 100% in the associate engagement survey, reduced energy by almost 1% across his entire portfolio, and expanded his services to reduce the cost increase to his other stakeholders. He helped educate housekeeping associates that had threatened to walk off a job because of a misconceived threat about mold and mildew at their hotel. And when the South Florida cluster disbanded, he stepped up to keep a core associate employed by engaging some other hotels to keep them as their cluster technician. He rolled out TRG to the entire select service and extended stay Atlanta cluster successfully and worked out a deal with Ford that will save all clusters around the country at least 10% in their vehicle cost. And his cluster customer satisfaction survey results were an outstanding 91.6%. Please help me congratulate Anthony Baglio for receiving the 2014 Outstanding Leadership Award.
Please welcome to the stage the Vice President, Engineering and Facilities, East Region, Mr. Bob Jones.
Good evening, everyone. I have the pleasure of giving out the final award for this evening, and it's for outstanding leadership. In fact, it's for outstanding motivational leadership by a cluster director of engineering, cluster engineering manager, or area director of engineering. Tonight, I have the pleasure of giving that to one of my area directors of engineering. What's really special about that is these people the area directors of engineering have many, many properties. In particular, this person has over 130 hotels of all brands in 9 states. But for him, 2014 was a banner year. Not only was he the first area director of engineering to successfully roll out Transcendent in all of his select and extended stay hotels, but he also pushed his full service hotels to achieve greatness as well. The full service hotels had a 92% energy signature project completion. And for the chilled water diagnostic, 97% completion. That's Doug Rath. Sorry, I get excited. That's okay. That's okay. Good. From an associate engagement survey standpoint, all of his direct reports had a 100%, and all of their direct reports had a 100%. The properties love him, the regional team counts on him, and I respect him very much and appreciate everything he does. Join me in congratulating Jay McLeod. All right, so that was the last award. Congratulations, Jay. That's fantastic. Now, there were some award recipients that weren't able to be with us here this evening, but we'd still like to recognize them. So if I may ask the guys to roll the slide, you'll see all those folks that received awards that aren't with us today. All righty. All right, very good. Can I get a round of applause for those folks? So as is our tradition here at these types of events, we recognize people with long service history. And unfortunately for any millennials that are in the room, when you work for this company, we don't even start counting until you hit 25. That's the reality. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to bring up on the slides the list of those folks that have 25 to 29 years of service. And I'm going to ask those folks to please stand up. Can we give them a round of applause? You'll notice there's 2 slides in this category. All right, very good. Thank you. You can sit down. Okay, so what's next, right? 30 to 35 years, right? Same thing. Let's bring the slides up. Please stand up if your name's on the board. I love that. 30 to 35 years. That's awesome. I won't be there for a little while. Okay, now how about 35 plus? All right, you like that one? 35 plus. This is anybody with 35 years or more with this company. And for this one, we have a special little video. Roll the video, please. That's awesome. Can I ask those gentlemen to please join me on stage right now? Please, we have a nice little gift for you. Please, come on up. Wait a second. Before I give you the gift, come on up here. I want to do something that I saw on TV once, okay? Come on up here. Come on, hurry up. Come on. Come on, we're going to do this together. You ready? Come on. Yeah, we're going to do a selfie. We're not doing some IT get a photo of the day. Come on now, you ready now? We're all going to get in here. I am going to win. Get close together. Come on, get it. Come on, 3 levels. The old guy's going to bend down. The old guy's going to bend down. Okay, everybody in there? Whoa, wait a second. God told me I can push this button. What? The old guy in there. Hamming it up again. This is what I was thinking. All right, you ready? Long ways? Okay, we ready? Everybody in? Go. Okay, we're going to do it again.
Bob, what do you call this?
Stand by.
Self what?
I got it. Okay, great, I got it. Maybe if I win the photo of the day, I won't be standing here going, Bueller, 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 looking for some IT guy that's in the other room. All right. One more little special recognition that I like to do today. So we're going to recognize somebody who recently retired from the company, George Pinkston, who's sitting here at the front row. So George retired in February, first week of February, and we were fortunate enough to be having an engineering leadership team meeting down in Texas in January. So we were able to celebrate him then prior to his departure. And we had a great time that night. It was beautiful. And everyone who spoke about George said the same thing. He should be proud of all the people that he mentored, all the lives that he touched, all the people that he helped throughout his career. And that's probably the most special thing about George. He's a man of the people, and everybody loved him. And so I said, George, please come back for our event in Orlando so that you can be with your peeps, and they can thank you for all that you've done for the company. So I'm going to ask George in a minute to come up here and say his final words at his final Marriott meeting. But first, I'm going to roll a video. Roll the video, please.
I just did one turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to the stage George Pinkston.
Take this off. I can do it. Well, when we made the little retirement party for me down in Texas, I was really blown away. We had some great discussions with people that I worked with over the years, and I really heard some wonderful things. I said, boy, I did a really nice job. I was pretty cool back then. You know, and how people moved up the ladder and all the things we did over the years. And, you know, after 34 years, I said, you know, I had a great run. You know, when the company was young, we had, I don't know, probably, you know, 150 hotels, and now we got 4,000, running on 4,000 plus hotels. And to think of the growth that not only the company had, but all those people I worked with over the years. And when I came in here a couple days ago, and I started meeting all you folks, the folks on the Eastern Seaboard, you know, I worked all the way from Maine all the way down to Florida. And the people I meet and the friends I made, and to see you folks grow from George DiVenuti 34 years ago, and to see where he is now, that's what it's all about. It's about seeing people grow, seeing people move forward, be successful, moving into bigger, better jobs. And how do they get there? It's not from me. I may guide, I may lead. We have discussions. Sometimes they're heated discussions. Sometimes it's more of a, you know, man, you gotta sit down, relax, take it easy. You know, it's only a job. You have to love what you do. But it's you folks in the room that really drive our business. You have to be successful for the company to be successful. You have great leaders, Rob Ball, Lenny Jakimowicz, Bob Jones, Jay, Bill Thomas. I can go on and on with everyone across the country. These are the folks that you need to have confidence in. You're talking about building a company of confidence, building confidence in the company, building confidence in yourself, and driving your success. It's about driving your success from your abilities. Everything that we do day in and day out is for each other. You hear the story, you know, you take care of the associates and the associates take care of the customer. I think I've taken care of a number of you guys over the years and ladies over the years, and I'm so proud of it because I can stand here and look out, if the lights weren't so bright, to see the faces and where you started and where you are today, and the successes that you've had. My success is from what you've done in the field. Even from day one, from my beginnings at Newton Marriott, if I didn't have a good team that worked with me, and we weren't engaged in getting things done, I had 20 engineers, I think, when I first started in a 400-room hotel. And now, if you're in a 400-room hotel, if you have 5 engineers, you're lucky. But it's really about building the team, which I think, you know, it's made me successful at Newton. I kept on growing. And as we built into the regional team, is your success that made me successful. I would not be here today if it wasn't for what you folks has done in the field to make me look good. And hopefully that, you know, from my success comes your success, and it keeps on building upon that. I've heard some great comments from you and very deep, heartfelt comments of what I've done for you, but it's more about what you've done for me. You made me stronger. You made me a better leader, because what we talked about, what we did together, I shared with others, not names, but experiences. As I see people grow, I share that experience with other people, and it gives them the desire and the will to step ahead and move forward and to be successful. And it really is a pleasure to be here in front of you guys and ladies. It's just, 34 years, with Rosemary's, her support and letting me travel. For the last 22 years, I think, I've been on the road. But it has been a blast. I have done things that I've never dreamed of doing, met people that I never dreamed of meeting, and then seeing your success out there and people that have been around for 30, 40 years plus, and your success. And to see the company growing as it is, I'm still a stockholder, so keep on doing your job out there. I want to see that stock keep on going up. It's just, I am just so thrilled that I have a chance to work with all of you in the room. I couldn't be any happier, more blessed than to be able to have you out there as friends, associates, and people that made me successful. Hopefully that you can do the same with others that you work with. Bring a team forward, make them successful, lead them, encourage them, and someday they'll be up here in their retirement and thanking you for everything you've done for them. So it's been a pleasure, and thank you.
Big round of applause for Mr. George Pinkston. Nicely done, George. Big round of applause. Take another bow.